Let's just start at the beginning, shall we? um, Prior to Lord Neverwinter, in uh, Lord Neverember and Neverwinter itself, Lord Nasher Alexander ruled the land, and his son, at the time, Ban, to take over, and was a little unwilling, but nevertheless, um, the calamity that happened after the spell plague and having um, the family pretty much was lost. They were killed in the pyroclastic flows from the eruption of the volcano, and there's always been knowledge that at least one individual escaped, a female, making her way to Icewind Dale. Um, it is also, well, not rumored anymore, but she was pregnant at the time. And being pregnant, as she made her way up there, there was a rumor, and I don't want to confuse you, there was a rumor about Lord Nasher having a illegitimate son, the bastard son of Lord Alexander, but nobody was quite sure. Well, the individual that made her way to Icewind Dale gave birth to a daughter, and when she gave birth to the daughter, well, because of her grief of all the loss, she kind of went into madness, and well, she no longer exists. I mean, let's just put it that way. It's a bit of blunt, nicely. The child that survived um, was actually adopted um, by the Watervane House of Than in Waterdeep. It's a quite noble family. Their reasoning is their reasoning, but that child was named. Um, had it right there. Sorry, guys. Was a little thrown by what's going on in the background.
You're
Um,
fine, hun.
um, that child grew up pretty in a remarkable household. But unfortunately, when she was probably, I believe, 17 or 18 years old, became pregnant herself. And really didn't want to. Well, it would put some kind of pressure on the family. Let's just say that she was not married. They knew that the boy was from a noble family. The noble family, um, although it's just possibly rumored, but that the noble family was of a high elf individual, I believe it was. There's still things. There's still things, that I'm trying to figure out. But to put this the best I can, that young child. Well, that child was also whisked away. That young child is. We believe it's you.
You're obviously, no offense, wrong, because that doesn't add up. So you're saying that I, in some strange, drawn out fraction of a chance way,
Small fraction, but a fraction nonetheless.
you this is a joke, right? You're all going to jump out and it's surprise, happy birthday, we got you. We made you think that you're the heir of Neverwinter.
No, let me make something very clear to you, dear. The establishment of that, I've only been able to establish that myself. Other individuals to that wish to circumvent certain processes and claim that they are legitimate heirs. Um, they're still forthcoming. They still make their presence known every once in a while, but one of the things you have to understand is that Never Ember himself, this bastard son, supposedly, he made his way to Waterdeep, feeling probably in a little bit of exile, a little bit shameful to the family if it was really ever found out, but he settled in Waterdeep and he married a woman named Merteria Ember. The bastard son later was recognized, and we have his name as Varys Never. They went on, mostly I think because of his newly wife's reputation, his family's reputation. They went on to form actually the Never Ember family. So Lord Never Ember was their child. Growing up there in Waterdeep, they all established quite a healthy relationship with townsfolk, with individuals throughout the guilds, made a lot of money. I think that's possibly why he believes he is the true heir to the Neverwinter, or to Neverwinter. I think it's possible to believe that in some strange way that is true. When he did take that authority, rebuilt using his own money, one thing stood out among us. There was a fight. There's quite a discussion about, it seems, that about the crown. You see, there had been rumors that the second crown had been forged. Certain individuals utilized that from the Thane Empire, trying to gain their own foothold, which they may still do in the future, influencing the future of Neverwinter and what's going to happen in years to come, with its absolute truth. You see, the original crown, it is said that there was a curse put on it, that in some way, if someone was to put the crown on that was not an actual Alagondor relative, blood relative, that they would perish immediately. I don't believe for an instant that Lord Never Ember has ever tried to put this on. I think he would be is scared because I don't believe there's not enough factual information, plenty of substantial information to bolster what he had put in place, but he might be fearful of wearing the crown himself. But there was a secondary crown. It would seem that this secondary crown, the crown had moved. There was a curse put on it. There was other things that were involved. I'm still researching exactly those specific things, but it was put into a box where the box could find it. It's possible that it's still hidden somewhere within Neverwinter. I think that would be something for you to go and find out at a later date. I think it might be beneficial. But nonetheless, the secondary crown was lost as well, but it reappeared. In fact, it reappeared just after 1479-ish, maybe 1482. I believe that's the correct date. I may have to check something, but I believe it reappeared in 1482 on an individual who used to be known as a member of the many-starred cloak, now known as Gyron the Ascendant. Unfortunately, it was not the crown. It was determined that it somehow was false and he could not lay claim to anything. Um, we still believe that, well, we still believe that he's trying to gain possession of the Neverwinter crown. But with that, there was also a sword that was lost and also armor. So I just find it kind of odd when putting the pieces together myself that not only were you delivered, but the sword was delivered to Floodblessed at the exact same time.
That's a strange coinky dink.
Yes. So, Captain, would you like to inspect the sword? Shanoa, would you mind giving the captain the sword?
Uh, do you want it seized or unseized?
You can hand it to me any way you'd like to.
I'd pull it out and I'd like, here you go.
He takes possession of it. And by the way, since you did not ask, my name is Desmond Thangler. I'm the captain of the guard. Shanoa, there are some of us that believe that an heir still exists. We believe the crown still exists and certain other possessions exist from the family. Although that most of us have decided as heirs, as children of the original group of Nashers and Greycloaks, that we would go ahead and protect our city and kind of voluntarily work our way into the ranks of the Netherwinter Guard. Some of us still hold true that there is something or someone out there. Even, to be quite honest, even if it was proven that Never Ember was the true lineage, whether bastard, son, father, or whatever, that would probably satisfy a lot of individuals. But the fact is that the sword you possess was hidden away as part of a deal. A little bit before your birth, and I think a little bit before you actually made your way to Floodblessed. You delivered there for safekeeping. We had established that the sword was there and was under safekeeping, but unfortunately you left with it, which kind of sent us scrambling. And that's when we met Eva to confirm some things and learned where you went, and that's why we're here today. If it is true, you must never reveal this to individuals who could harm you, because they will. The sword itself is a magnificent weapon, but someone seeking the sword and finding out that you were a possible heir, and I do possible, most emphasis, that becomes quite problematic. He reaches over. Didn't you ever wonder about the hilt of this sword? It looks so funny.
And, and I've forged swords before, and I've seen all kinds of weird configurations, I guess you could say. I I never thought anything of it.
Well, he opens up the small box in front of him, and he pulls out what seems to be the half formed butt of your hilt, places it upon it. Small glow and flash.
It's done something similar that to that before.
This sword requires you to. I mean, you can use it as it is. So many people have died. So many people have perished in the name. The Allegandor family is a fine family. It was, and if you are part of it, then so be it. If it turns out that somebody else is the heir and we are in the wrong, then so be it. But the fact of the matter is that you have possession of this weapon now. If you would incline to continue to carry it, it requires an oath.
What do you mean oath? No, no offense.
The oath is between you and the sword. I have nothing to say about it, except that in wielding this sword, the possession of it alone, I'll help you disguise that here in a moment, but the fact is that you may be the only one that can unlock its true potential. I don't believe that it's going to be all at once. It's probably going to be over time. You are young. I guess it is kind of coincidental that it's your birthday today, now, isn't it?
Yeah, but before I pick up the sword, now that you've added to it, you were talking about the crown, and if it's not the rightful owner, that's not going to curse me as soon as I pick it up, potentially.
So we have no indication of that. We don't believe so. The crown itself or the fake crown, either one, was definitely cursed. It may explain why so many individuals that went to Never Ember claiming that they were the heir, hey, prove you're the heir, put this crown on, and then they perished. That might explain it. But I know you need to look into yourself, figure out what you want to do. I would not talk about it.
Now, you said there were some of you that don't believe in Never Ember's ways, and there's some that do. Is there a way to distinguish you all? Is there a secret handshake, gesture, symbol?
No. The only individuals who know truly are the individuals that see us face to face. There's only a handful of us. We cannot protect you. But you can rest assured that Sergeant Thornblade and myself, if you did need something, we could possibly help you. We live in Neverwinter and go about our godly duties. Um, we only were able to leave Neverwinter for this short time. It's been about a week. We probably have to return, but um, there was some mention of a couple of guards came back and mentioned that there was some in Thunder Tree that there was a presence of a dragon or something. We did not believe it. I still do not believe it, but understanding what Eva had said, we made our way quickly here. Believe me, some parts of me want vengeance. My heart, I'm getting rather old. My heart yearns to remember those times in which my father used to tell me about the great things about Neverwinter. Whether they ever transpire again, whether in your lifetime or your children's lifetime, I'm hoping that they do. But for now, it may be that you have to embrace this sword with a vengeful heart, but moderate it. I've been told you're a very good person. And with that, he pulls out of the little box. He pulls out what looks like a regular candle, kind of strikes a little bit and lights this candle, starts literally melting the wax onto the butt of this. It's kind of now it's a round ball at the end with a small insignia on it. He just drips wax all over it. And then he just starts to tie a small ribbon over it, kind of concealing what it is, and he hands it back to you.
I take it and I see that I have many, many questions, but there's only one that's I need it. I guess I need to know. Is my mother still alive?
Eva? Well, it would seem that the last known, I believe it was in 1489, was the last known instance in which somebody had made contact or saw her. Hold on one moment. So yes, um, Abigail Fan, your mother. I believe she may be still alive. Um, I have no proof whether here nor there where she is. I have multiple questions that I also need to have answered, and I'm still seeking knowledge to determine those. When I do find out information, I will be forthright if you wish me to be to deliver that information. But right now, I don't. I wish I could give you every answer possible, but I only have. This came quite a shock to me. You have to understand that, Shanoa. I've
Well, you're not the only one.
Well, I had rumors. I've heard tales. As a bard, I've helped sing songs and write poems, and I don't believe that a lot of the individuals that are in Flood Blessed, Shanoa, I think I'm going to move forward and take out maybe happenstance and those types of words out of my vocabulary because it can't be. The individuals, it seems that in Flood Blessed, a lot of them, they've come from so many different places. Have you never ever wondered that?
Well, up until a few minutes ago, I didn't know where I came from. I guess you could call it a queekadink again.
I think it was purposeful. I think it was purposeful that you were all met, you and your friends. I think it was purposeful that I met Kithwin. I think it was purposeful that I've met Malukes, Sabrina, maybe not having a lot of conversations with them, maybe just knowledge that I've been in town and Endymion. But I do believe that fate is a hard word. But you have a decision to make. And as Eva stands up, the captain stands up. You know where I am. You know what I look like. If you need me, I'll do what I can. Eva would probably be your best contact from here on out. She knows a little bit more history than I will ever know. But there may be a time in which you or your offspring will be called up. So let's go get you a piece of cake, darling. At least we could celebrate your.
Before so much to take in. There was a name you mentioned, and I guess at some point I should seek out this this Gaiden the Descendant
Um,
and the Cloak of Many Stars. I, I, I I'm new at adventuring. I don't know if I'm supposed to seek him out. You mentioned him, so he seems important in all of this, or should stay away from him. The
well, I
Cloak
think
of
it.
Many Stars sounds like a pretty ominous group.
Well,
At this point, I don't know who to trust anymore, besides yourself and Eva and my friends.
I would trust your friends. I think the best thing you could do at this point in time is probably just have a good down day. And have a day in which just try to put things aside for a moment and have maybe a couple of ales. You know, they have these newfangled things in which I believe they're called marshmallows, in which if you stick them into the fire, they're supposedly they kind of puff up, but for too long they turn black. You should probably have a one or two of those. They sound quite delightful. But as far as seeking anybody out, let me do you this. Let me do the searching. I'm a little bit less conspicuous.
You're probably better at it.
Well, that's true, but if you are indeed this individual, if it does come to fruition that you are this individual and that you have the power to wield this sword, the next step would logically be to find the crown. So let me do my due diligence and do what I do best, and let me discover where it is, where it might be. And Kithwin knows sometimes I don't come back for months and months and months, but I tried to come back with fun information at least, and this time I got a whopper of information for you, didn't I?
It was heavy.
Yes. Well, for now, how about we go get something to eat? I actually, if you don't mind, I've got a couple more things I need to talk to with Desmond, and I think at least they'll be on their way. I'm planning on staying for a few days. I know that your entire group is here in town. If maybe we could meet later or something like that.
Yeah, I might have more questions then, if you're able to answer them. It's just
Of course.
the
Of course.
process. The fact that I could, in some one in a million chance, be a royal family descendant and the rightful heir to Neverwinter. I'm just a podunk blacksmith's assistant in Floodbless.
Yeah.
And now there's that chance. Oof, it's heavy.
And many a king or queen have tilled the land for many years before they became what they are.
I think I need that drink now.
Very well. I'll probably see you in about 10 to 15 minutes. Do you need an escort back to the tavern? I can send Thornblade with you.
No, I think I should be good unless you think some like royal assassins are going to jump me between now and then.
It took us this long to figure this much information out. It's not it's not impossible to believe that there's somebody who may have figured something out, but I doubt it highly. Well, except for Maluk's. He's apparently figured something out with that look. Oh, that was my divine intervention again. Sorry.
Well, and then also it'd probably be best if you all didn't escort me, because then that would draw attention. Like, hey, why is this nobody being followed by two high-ranking members of the King's Guard?
Look at you! Already protecting what you don't know is yours yet.
Uh, uh,
Very well. I'll see you in a few.
bye.
So as you exit the door, you get that same little warble again. As you're passing through, you can hear them talking quite well, but once you kind of get that little warble and go into the next room, you hear nothing but outside chatter, your own feet scuffing across the floor, the light raindrops beginning to fall outside, and what seems to be a very disgruntled individual standing out in the start of a rain.
Thornblade, I think you can come in now.
Okay. I'm getting hungry again. It's only been about 17 minutes, but I'm still hungry. Okay.
Porridge, it probably won't fill you up.
Porridge is good. It's very good. Fills up the body. It sticks to the ribs.
Well, you might want to try bacon or maybe marshmallows. I heard they're quite filling.
Well, I won't go into a long conversation about the illegitimacy of bacon, but other than that, salted pork will do just fine.
We can't trust him. He doesn't like bacon. We can't trust this man.
I stab insight. Stab.
So you make your way across. It's only 100 or so yards. Not even that. It's
Just back stared at. He said he didn't like bacon. I'm watching that guy.
People kind of dodging in and out, trying to get out of.
Also, before I leave Thornblade, do you think it's true?
Given the facts of the matter, it's plausible. But we've extinguished every lead that we have.
Well, if it is, I hope I don't disappoint you all.
Well, if it is, I hope I don't disappoint you.
I just kind of like give him the nod and make my way.
Very well. He goes in, closes the door behind him. Maluk's?
I think at this point, as Thornblade has stepped inside, Maluk's is on his way back into kind of town proper, and as rain is starting to come in, Shanoa probably looks over, sees him umbrellaing himself as he's walking in, just notices her. Hey, where's everyone else?
I got called away for a meeting, and they're all in the tavern, or I assume they all are still.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're probably still serving some breakfast or whatever is counted as breakfast at this hour.
Second breakfast.
Yeah. Have you eaten?
I had a quick bowl of porridge, but
okay, if that does it for you, then okay.
Yeah. I think at this point I think I need a drink.
Oh, okay. Well,
One of those days.
You know what? I could probably handle that for you. Yeah. Well, I'll buy you a drink.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I mean,
It
after
is
all,
my birthday.
It is your birthday. Yeah. I was gonna say, in case nobody told it to you yet, happy birthday.
Oh, thanks. Let's get in. I don't want to be out in the rain too much longer.
I lean over, provide umbrella for her as well. Twin cast.
So as you guys walk in, you see the rest of the party.
Wait, is that a wild magic surge?
No, it's a cantrip. We're good.
We're good. No fireball.
Boom, we both die.
Well, that is
What's happening out there?
Kith has definitely been waiting at the doorway, just not patiently at all, just so worried. So the second you come to view, holy shit! Come here. What happened?
Blinking.
I'll need some time to process it.
Oh shit, you two.
It was very heavy.
You know what? They tend to be pretty heavy. Let's have some drinks and maybe
And when I do decide to discuss it, we need to be
private.
private. It's
We'll find a spot.
okay. I need a drink. The heaviness.
I was saving that whiskey I bought at Tim's for like a good like celebratory moment, but I think this is good. Also, wait, what the fuck is the date? Is it your birthday? Oh my god, Shanoa, I am so sorry.
We've gone through some shit lately. Forgetting a birthday is the least of our. It's understandable.
Oh my god, I am so sorry. Okay, let's get everybody together and find a spot. Yeah.
If we do go in, please don't announce it. I don't.
Oh, trust me.
I
didn't like doing no. I didn't like doing the happy birthday song at the tavern anyway. No, it's fine. I'm not going to tell them that it's your birthday.
For reasons that I'll explain later, let's just not draw a lot of attention, which probably is something we're all going to screw up at some point.
Well, I tell you what, how about we gather everyone, we'll head over to Tim's, go up into the loft, we'll drink straight out of the bottle like we used to back in the old days, and we'll talk. Okay. Let's just gather everybody up.
Okay.
So yeah, I just go and mom style, like just grab everybody and be like, we're going back to Tim's. Don't ask questions. I'm guessing Sabrina and Indy were also in the tavern. I just grab everybody and bring them back to Tim's, back up to the loft, because that seems like a good private place to talk. That would probably be safe.
Did you guys want to bring some snacks, some food, some other things?
I definitely grabbed some snacks for the group.
Okay. One of the things I want to mention, while that, let's just say it was a good half an hour or so while they were gone, Sabrina and Dimian, I know Kithwin had said that she was at the door watching the whole time, but to either one of you, I know you need a couple of supplies, a book maybe. You guys want to go grab some supplies before you head up there? What would you like, including you, Malux, if you needed to do something as well?
Because we need to for sure pick up and finish our quests. So.
Okay. Sabrina, one thing you'll have, I don't know, I don't have your thing open. You have a quill and an ink pot, correct? Okay, you will have to at least do me a favor and purchase one more ink pot. Don't put it on your thing because you're going to use it up doing your spells. Don't worry about that. We'll just say there's other things, but don't worry about that. And then Endymion, for the both of you, you can add the items that you need. It will have the cost associated with it, just minus that cost right off of it, whatever it is. Endymion, your spell book. Remember we had talked about I incorporate a traveling spell book, and they're half the cost of a normal spell book. Just so you know, they're a smaller version.
In addition to those items, I'm assuming we didn't happen to find any gems in our loots from the previous area. So I don't think the apothecary was selling in gemstones when last I was there with Sabrina and Kithwin.
No,
but they didn't have anything else.
Then my guess is I would probably Try the miners exchange.
Okay.
I am looking for gemstones of particular make and model.
Okay. And there we go.
Oh, actually, let me check my gold count real quick.
No problem.
Should be fine.
So the miners exchange, a lot of what's at the miners exchange basically is going to be where a lot of individuals go and sell their things. They don't necessarily, they're not like, it's not like a retail
Yeah.
market there, but they do have stuff. It's a high percentage chance that they have what you need, but I don't know exactly what it is to find out.
I think, the only thing I'd ask about is if there were any way to source diamonds.
Oof, how large?
Not big. We're talking 50 gold range.
That's big. That's a
Uh-huh.
good size. And to be honest with you,
How
let's
big is
do.
a Revivify diamond then?
Well, again, I can have a diamond that is, let's just say, a 5 carat diamond. Although its color, cut, and clarity may value it at, $80,000, in the real world. I don't know if we ever really do that in D&D. But given this, it's a lot of unprocessed diamonds. So,
Well,
the
if
best.
there's no jewelers in the area, then I guess I'm SOL.
Well, here's what I can do for you. Here's what I will do for you. I need for you to roll me a set of percentile dice.
All right, that's my favorite dice to roll.
Okay.
70.
You do find something that's large enough that is diamond. It is not a faceted diamond. So my understanding is that you don't need a faceted diamond for that spell. It just needs to be the material.
Yeah, raised to a certain amount, yeah.
So I will say that you find at least 2 or 3 good examples of that for 50 gold pieces.
Okay. I'll probably wouldn't change much. I wonder if I could probably just get it. I was gonna see if I could haggle a bit to see if I can knock some of the price down for myself, but
okay. Well, as you're talking, and why doesn't it give you a name? Anyway, the individual that's helping you out lets you know that, you may be able to work some of that off or work it all off.
what needs doing?
What's that?
What needs doing?
Look, we've been having a little bit of trouble with the red brands lately.
Diamond up front, you got a deal.
This individual actually tells you that the red brand's leader, who these outlaws call Glassstaff, if you can bring her and any correspondence found with her, I'll pay you 1,000 gold pieces and be happy to give you 2 of these gems.
Again, gold piece signs flicker in his eyes. He goes, "You got it. All right, I'll see what I can do." And he eagerly moves to rejoin his friends.
Did you want to purchase at least that one for now?
I do like free, but yeah, I'll go ahead and get one. It'll help me out.
Okay. So we'll do that. We'll make it easy on you.
Deduct the price for now. And then as I'm going through my coin purse, I have an epiphany. I go, oh, well, it's fine. I have more. About something else.
So am I to understand that everybody wants to go back to the loft? Yes, ma'am.
Before we do, where could Sabrina get like a tiny cauldron, like a travel size cauldron?
Is that for what you told me about before?
Yes and no. It'd be for multiple things. but
Okay,
that
so it wouldn't work for what you told me before.
Okay, no, this is for something else then.
A small cauldron could actually be found, I mean, in a few different places.
Gnome Depot.
Would
No.
that be a part of maybe my cooking utensils? I think I got cooking utensils.
I wouldn't see why it wouldn't be.
Okay.
You know,
If you're okay
Barthen's
with parting with it.
yeah,
No,
Barthen's
that's fine. Go ahead. You can have it.
Barthen's if you know Barthen's provisions would have one. That small apothecary would probably have one. It looks more or less just like a pot that you would hang above the fire with an interior fire for cooking or something like that anyway. So it'd probably be a pretty common item. And if
Yeah,
there's-
I have brewing supplies and cooking utensils. It's got to be in there somewhere. You can just have my cauldron. It's fine.
Got it. And by any chance, in any of the areas around her, are there flowers?
There have been multiple parts areas of flowers. Most have kind of withered and died. And with the new rains that we've been having over, let's say, the past 3 or 4 or 5 days, you can find smaller flowers. You know, those kind of maybe nickel size, little white and pink flowers that kind of grow quickly. Maybe associated with like ivy or something like
Okay,
that.
then she would probably grab any of the ones that had the pink tint and just like stuff them in her bag. I
No
have
problem.
reasons.
As many as you want. What did I don't believe you guys. So, with that, anything else we need to pick up?
I mean, we need to pick up our rewards that should have been back in at the lines poster, right, Malux? Sildar's equipment, or do clear that?
Oh yeah, we found Silver stuff. Yeah, we should get back.
Yeah.
So we're going to need some funds for some of the stuff I wanted to pick up. Like
Right, and I think last session we established that you guys we went through a big list of different things, and I just said you have it all. Right now, you left the equipment for. Let's just say you left the equipment. You were paid, but you left the equipment for Sildar at the Lion Shield Coster. He should be back in a day or so.
I mean, that's the place we have to pick for the Goblin Cave reward anyway, so that works out fine.
Yeah. Easy stuff.
Sounds like we have to wait for him to come back in order to get the reward on that. He should be back in a day or two, so I guess we're just hanging out till then.
No, you can. The reward was waiting there for you. Just
okay, good.
Yeah, he won't be back for a day or two, maybe less. You were told that he was actually looking for somebody, although the person you talked to wouldn't know the details of what that was. Other than that, you may see Gundren in the distance as the mist is falling, picking up rain. You guys are making your way with this makeshift umbrella, at least over individuals' heads, trying to stay dry. Making your way to the loft. Looks like Gundren is still working on getting materials and goods and things like that packed up and ready to be put on the wagons. And you guys get back to the dry comforts of the upper loft. And with that, what we're going to attempt to do, hopefully I get this right, we are going to take a 5-minute potty break, little intermission, because I know we have a lot of talking to do. Okay? All right, guys, I'll see you in just a few minutes.
Thank you. Good session so far.
All right. Welcome back. Oh, I had a good drink of iced tea. I needed it. Anyway, that's not fair. That came from the carniceria, didn't it?
The food truck.
I recognize those foam. Every carniceria and great taco truck here in town has the exact same styrofoam cup.
I have learned similar things since moving from the East Coast down to Texas. I know where the good shit is. That's good shit.
So when we left off, boy, oh boy, Shinoa, again, similar to Kithwin last week, got a big giant bag of, here, let's just dump a bunch of crap on you and you figure it out. The rest of the party, while waiting for Shinoa to return, Kithwin doing Kithwin's mom thing, standing eagerly at the door, awaiting for Shinoa to show back up.
Just stranded on her widow's walk.
Just the rest of the party went out and did some little scavenging and looking for individual things that they needed. Endymion picked up his first spell book, like that fresh spell book scent that only Sabrina knows how intoxicating that scent can be. Maluk's may have made a deal, but knowing Maluk's, he won't share anything.
Oh, give it time.
So I'll leave it.
We had a map. Oh wait, I've got one.
Give me that map. With
What
that-
maps are you speaking of?
We're going to put you guys upstairs, maybe in your jammies, maybe comfortably with pillows all laying around, these oversized down pillows and blankets, and chit-chatting and crafting away and doing what you're doing. Why don't you guys take it away?
I just crack open the bottle, unscrew it, and just hand it to Shinoa. All right, what happened to you?
There's a smidgen morsel chance that apparently I'm the Lord of Neverwinter.
Sabrina from the back
It's
window.
not a
with her
joke.
phone. What? What was that? What did you say?
Shanoa's drunk. Don't worry about it.
So that's what those looking guy took you over to. Some guys who said that maybe there's a small chance that you're a princess.
I guess. I guess I could be a, but there's a small chance.
Okay, well, how do they figure?
So apparently, a long time ago, when the volcano and all hell broke loose, one of the family members escaped and she was pregnant, and then that baby grew up to have another baby that they think may be me because of the dates. She takes another drink. And then this sword is apparently one of the sacred Alagondor heirloom items, along with a crown. And there's people that think that I may be it, but there's people that will want to kill me if I say that I'm it. So I can't say anything. So they dump this on me and like, have at it, do what you want, but don't go saying that you're it or something.
And does Is the sword the reason why all this weird magic shit has been happening around you? Did you tell them about the weird magic shit happening around
I
you?
mentioned it, and they said that the sword could possibly be the reason why. And to unlock the full potential, I have to take an oath with the sword, which I really don't know what that means.
Well, I mean, oaths can mean like
Okay.
anything. Like, what is the most important thing to you that you think you could make an oath to?
I don't know. I need to think about this.
Oh
It's
yeah, that's a big thing. I mean, even taking an oath, the idea of like being bound to something, especially at our age, is kind of heavy.
heavy, yeah.
Heavy.
And
To add lightness to your heavy very quickly, did you say like you would rule? Like you would be
uh,
queen
um, I
kind of thing?
guess, uh, uh, yeah, but it's not
Okay.
100%. I think it's more along the lines of like 7%, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, that's not even weighing in whether or not you would even want to.
God no.
Yeah.
Uh,
Also, I think the title is Lady, but I mean, I don't know much, so
Like I told him, I'm just some podunk blacksmith apprentice from Floodbless. I don't know the first
I
thing
mean, you're
about.
definitely more than that description. You're one of the best warriors
I
around
agree.
ever. Yeah. And like the nicest person and pretty. Like, please don't call yourself podunk.
So pretty.
It's heavy.
I mean,
It is, it's heavy. Shit, did they lore dump on you? Like just spill all of this information at you and then you're just sitting there nodding like, yeah, okay, that I
And
guess
then
it makes sense. And then like at the end you're just like, well, what do I do with this?
and I just had so many questions that I couldn't think. And then Eva was there, and she made kind of an ominous statement that like things have transpired because they'd been set in motion, that we all were brought together for some strange coincidence.
And that either us or our offspring were going to be called to do something.
Pretty much those exact same words.
Okay, that's what grandma said to me.
I've never had
I'm sorry, what?
Grandma.
Yeah, so remember when I died for like a second? And I came back and I said I saw my mom. I saw my grandma too. Apparently, when you die, or at least when I die, you go to the astral plane. That was fun to learn.
When I died, I didn't go anywhere.
I just had a bad headache and I couldn't remember things.
Well, you've gone twice.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Like I said, maybe it's different for everyone. I went to the astral plane and had a chit chat with grandma. And she said that exact thing. Now, I'm not a princess or anything. As a matter of fact, what I'm tied to is terrifying. I don't want to interrupt you, but yeah, no, I feel like our stuff is connected a little bit. So my grandma back in the day might have either banged a ball spawn or like someone who was trying to make a ball spawn. I don't know. He seemed to worship ball and then really wanted to make a baby with my grandma. And then that baby was my mom. And then like one night the romance was broken. He went out to a shrine and then like slipped out of his hobbit skin and like disappeared. I'm telling you exactly how they told me. And then so the only way my grandma thought to save my mom's soul or whatever was to put it in this, and I point at my broom staff.
Luke's checks his glass to make sure no one slipped whiskey to him.
She's still in there.
So
my mom's still in there.
this is
and
heavy.
then apparently that's going to happen to me one day when I fully die as well.
Hold on. It may be this whiskey. This is heavy. So your mom's a broom?
Yes. She's also the reason I've been able to punch really hard lately, apparently. And when I die, I go to the astral plane, and then, I don't know, Ball has it out from my family line.
Well, I figured if your mom's a broom, you would be, like, sweeping the leg or something.
Listen, I didn't make it. I just have it. I punch good.
Very good. Very good punch.
That
But yeah,
one
no, that's
did kind of, like, disintegrate.
Yeah. So that's a thing I'm dealing with. Oh, also, she just like leans in. Dad's a fucking Harper. What the fuck?
You mean like one of the totally secret agents guys who
That everyone knows about?
We're the
Yes.
best people ever, but we have to hire adventurers to take care of our business.
Yeah,
So-
apparently my dad is either an ex-Harper or a current Harper, and my whole life's a lie. So
you're a potential spawn of a Ball.
I don't know if that was like prevented or something, but Ball was involved, so it made me a little curious.
So you are like a demon child or something. I'm a princess.
Balls.
Like a quarter demon.
Like you've got demon, and then I'm a princess. Do any of you all have anything that can top those two?
Well, I don't know if it tops it, but Brina, my grandma, she was wearing a necklace that looked just like something your mom has with like the 3 stars.
The pendant?
Yeah, the one she wears all the time. My grandma had one of those. I think maybe she said something about an order that was like Circle of Stars or Cloak of Stars or something.
Hey, there's a guy. Did they say anything about Gunrin the Descendant?
No, but they did say something about
whiskey.
They did say that Alagondor place you were talking about that came up at some point.
That's my family, maybe.
Yeah, that came up at some point. I just apparently all of us are connected in some ways, and now I'm curious about Sabrina and Demian and Maluk's. Did your moms ever talk about how you were gotten or?
No, I am pure random chance. We've already established this. No.
Well, I mean, I didn't know
like a spawn
anything
from like a dragon or anything.
Okay, listen. I have 2 mothers. I am a male dragonborn. I am, as much as I love to make the joke that I'm human, they don't know how to talk the birds and bees with me. I'm pretty sure. Hell, we haven't even had the "you're adopted" speech yet.
So you don't know where you came from at all.
Egg.
Okay. Well, here's the other thing. It's like, is there some big conspiracy in Floodbless that we were all brought there specifically?
I mean,
Yeah, like our parents are brought there.
Or this is an elaborate scam of some sort.
Well, who's to say that? I don't know much about the pendant. Just give me a minute. I rolled a 25 on history to remember what I might know about this pendant. Just give me a minute. Let me think while I finish this up. However, on the princess aspect, does that mean I get to call you Your Highness?
Please don't.
Well, I mean, if we're trying to keep it secret, we can only do that to annoy them at night when nobody else is around. But we were totally going to do that.
Oh yeah. Also, Milady. Milady sounds good too.
God damn.
As far as the
pendant, draw attention. If they kill me, they'll probably kill you all because you all would be, I guess, co-conspirators too.
We're not going to let them kill you.
Also,
we are your royal bodyguards. We can't let that happen.
Sabrina, to the best of your knowledge, that similar pattern has shown up multiple times, actually. Maybe some history books or something that you've read. Obviously, the one on that your mother wears. Your mother has only explained that to you is that it was just a trinket. that somebody had given her, maybe an ex-lover or somebody who fancied her or something that effect. She never explained what that was. But given the history and the knowledge that most of you actually do have, the one that your mother wears, Sabrina, is the same pattern as a group of mages wear in Neverwinter. And they are still known, I believe they are still known as the many-starred cloak. There could be the ascendancy also associated with them. That's really about it. It was just always passed off whenever you asked about it as something that just somebody who fancied me gave it to. It never was really brought up to your attention. She doesn't wear anything else on her except for that resembles it.
Well, to be fair, my mother never really talks about it. She said it's just some old thing that she got. I don't know why she wears it all the time, but she never really gave it much importance. I just
Yeah, but as we have established, parents lie, so
yeah. Well, this is a perfect thing to kind of throw in her face when she, when I get back, before I get in trouble.
I'm not
As I'm
in a big hurry
as-
to get back.
Okay,
As
but
she's
seriously,
talking, there's like a pretty little like flutter of flowers. I got it.
What you
And
do?
I took the crystal, the ties, and the flowers, and some of the dirt, which apparently you need. And I basically made a pink necklace with vine flowered thread.
Pretty.
And
What does it
I
do?
walked over. Nothing. It's just really pretty. And she
Oh,
hands it to
okay.
Noah. Happy birthday.
Thanks. Now put it on.
I wonder what else.
Now I'm even more cursed.
It's just pretty.
It's mine.
You just always seem to be very put together now. Like your hair just always
Yeah.
has like a shiny sheen to it. A minor glamour.
Yep.
It's one of those hidden
Always-
stats.
When you flip your hair, little sparkles come out. Pretty florals.
Oh, and Denmian, you've been really quiet. Have you have had any revelations or anything lately?
Yeah, just now. I'm gonna get up and take the. I'm visibly upset at this moment and just take the bottle away from Shanoa. So, you're telling me that I've lost everything in my family's stupid belief in returning the Alexander's family back to power, and she's been right in front of me this entire fucking time.
What?
Huh?
That's what my mother wanted to do. That's why she got ill from this, for her dream of seeing the rightful heirs, the true heirs, back onto the throne. Because she was part of some coin spinner fucking guild and some fucking dead rats to help them, the Nashers, believe in restoring this. And that's why we came to Floodbless. Because we used to, as far as I know, we were from the Scan. Pronouncing that's right. And now it's like, oh yeah, your childhood friend is who they've been looking for this entire fucking time.
I didn't know until like 20 minutes ago.
No, I get that. Like, it's not your fault, but it's
I don't think it's an
very
anger at us. I
unsettling.
think it's an anger at the universe.
If I would have known earlier, I probably would have told you earlier. But
Well, that would have been a very stupid move, seeing how everybody who mentions anything ends up dead.
yeah, that's
So
why I
it's a
don't
good
want
thing you
I
didn't
don't
know.
want you all to call me your highness or anything like jokingly like, oh look, it's the queen. Don't, no, please.
Yeah, you don't have
Oh
to
no,
worry about
don't
that.
worry. Your secret is safe with us.
Yeah.
We won't say
So-
anything.
Only in
If you-
private will we rip you apart for that.
Shanoa, if you decide you want to manifest, sure. If not, then you're just Shanoa.
Chanel with the pretty hair.
Chanel has always been cool enough. And I'm sorry,
It's
Indy.
been a
That
day.
sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, it has been a date. Looks down at blue self.
Yeah, that's not fading, is it?
I mean, give it a day or two or a week or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it looks good.
Sabrina
Eh,
moves over to Indy while they're talking.
So, well,
I just
guess
think-
we're kind of side eye at Damien for a second there, just kind of like double checking to see how he's doing because he just kind of had a little bit of a. Well, it looks like it's gonna be raining for the rest of the day. Do you guys reckon we should take a moment just to ourselves? Chanel, what would you like to do today? Actually, I'm curious.
Relax. Taking in a lot of questions. I personally would like to just take it easy.
I second that. Grabs the bottle and takes a swig. It's been a rough one. And she sits next to Endymion and kind of like pats him on the shoulder, like checking, "You good? You okay?"
No, not really. I mean, you kind of barely find out why everything went to shit, and then guys think, oh, let's humor you some more and drop some more shit on. Anything else anybody wants to add? Or we're at it. Because then I still have to figure my shit out. I mean, I'm just feeling off since the other day, so. Just
Well, when you picked up that stick, you kind of like pulsated. Do you think that is why you don't feel good?
I'm sorry, we're saying Endymion picked up a stick. Do we mean like a stick or a stick?
it's this stick right here. Look. Whee!
Oh,
Pull it out of my
okay, the
bag.
stick.
Magic wand of sorts.
Should I cast? I think I have detect magic on that thing on the stick when he lifts it.
Yeah, it takes like 10 minutes, but you should be able to do it.
Yeah, you
Cast
spend your time, you guys chit chatting away, spend your time having some nibbles, and the stick.
That's me. Alright, that makes sense.
The stick. If it gives the faintest, tiniest little glow at all, maybe indicating that it's whatever residual magic that it was is gone. It just seems like a fancy little wand stick.
Okay. Well, from what I can tell, this held magic at some point, but there's only kind of the remnants, like an essence. It's not at this point. It's just kind of like a wand, not magical by itself.
Oh, so you're just like me. The magic was in you all along.
Yeah, maybe. And then
I'd ask if anybody else was secretly magic, but I think that's all of us.
I mean, yeah, talk about yourselves. I was never a secret.
yeah, no, I just have to learn to control it, I guess.
I mean, have you tried anything yet?
I mean, no, but I have known and been able to do predigitation. So maybe if I,
Prestidigitation.
yeah, that one. Mr.
Seriously, maybe got on my
Sorry,
case because
now-
I
I'm
don't
not
pronounce it correctly.
educated as you. I'm just finding
Now,
out.
now I'm not versed on magic, but if he casts anything, do we need to like stand away? Because when you cast magic, we kind of need to stand away.
What do you think? I'm all the way on the other side of the room right now.
So probably stand away from him when he goes to do something.
I mean, I don't know if I'm having any effect on you guys. I'm
Well, I don't know
happy
how
that
magic
most of the stuff
works.
has been self-inflicted by this point.
Well, I mean, I could always try to do something easy real quick that I've seen the Adventures of Midlooks in India. I've seen him a lot do. The classic, let's see. I'm just going to kind of wave my hand around and be like, mage hand.
And
Okay, Mage Hand looks like this, and I'm making my own version. Well,
Yeah, but
it looks a little.
I'm kind of
messed
disabled
up,
at the
but-
moment. Mage hand. You feeling better now?
Andy's got jokes.
and you do see the light apparition of a mage hand appear.
Cool. Now I get 2 shots.
Holy hex.
Can you make it do tricks?
He just makes it flip the bird. Is this a trick?
I was about to say, do that.
I Mage Hand dap his up. Stick handshake.
If you're able to do that, you could probably pick up lots of other spells with some practice.
It's actually really useful for pickpocketing. I think your business is gonna go up.
Maybe. Take out a coin and just
um,
have it catch it. Boom, disappears. Huh? I guess you guys are right.
Sabrina, I sent you a quick message. And while you guys are just joking and laughing and having a great time up there, Tim does yell up to the loft, "I've got a parcel for you, Shanoa. It looks like a letter of some sort."
Oh, great! It's probably a royal summons or something.
Hear ye, hear
Someone
ye.
else go get that.
The guys come in with trumpets.
No guys with trumpets.
Okay. Well, I go down and get it.
Okay.
Thank you, Tim.
No problem. You guys having fun up there? It's about 8 o'clock at night.
Yes, sir. Sorry. Sorry. We'll try to keep it a little quieter.
At that, Sabrina pulls out another book. And she's like, I have a new one. And she just opens it up.
So how's that whiskey treating you guys?
Things are less heavy.
You know, funny.
They'll probably be more heavy in the morning.
You know, funny thing, Malukes, I didn't actually feel like having any.
Would you like some water?
Sure, what's the flavor of the day?
Oh no, you pick.
Oh, you know, Ava once told me about kiwis. Can you do kiwi?
I'm gonna try. And I will. Let's call this a charisma check. Why not? That's my spellcasting modifier. Oh, modified 20. Yeah. Okay. Try that.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm honest. I blanked the hell out. I was sending something to Sabrina, and I literally went.
It's fine. We're just vamping.
Sabrina kind of huddled next to Endymion reading her book. She's half using the wall and him as like kind of like the rest. Every so often, like, you good?
Yeah, I mean, as far as, origin stories go, I guess, of why your life got flipped upside down, but there's not much I can do about it.
Sorry, we don't have much of the means of cake for you, Shanoa. I apologize.
But you have a pretty necklace. I should try to make cake.
That's true. Ooh. Are you? Do you? I don't know why I'm asking if you know how to cook. Probably everyone knows how to cook besides me.
Cook? No, I can brew. I can't cook, but I can't
That's
imagine
one-
it's much different.
I start to think for a bit and just go, hold on, and pour myself a little bit of water, reflavor it, birthday cake flavored. I got this. If you want to try it. Ooh, I could probably also flavor the whiskey.
Can I get a perception check from each of you?
$23.
22.
7.
8.
Cinco.
All right. Well, Sabrina and Endymion, when Shanoa starts to make her way back up into the loft, looks like they're reading whatever was given to them. Kind of this distant, kind of maybe a blank stare kind of over their face, over her face.
Chanel, everything good? What's going on?
It's a letter. Duh. From Thornton.
Oh,
I thought he was with his uncle, with your uncle, or your guys' uncle.
Well, it doesn't really.
Well, seeing how there's no secrets among us, I will just read this out loud. Dearest sister, but I assume he probably meant you all as well. If one thing has become readily apparent on this journey is that the world of adventuring is nothing like the stories we heard growing up. Seeing the world outside of Floodbless has been all I could have wished for and more. We have discovered much already in a short time. Me more than most. That day that I lost control brought to light a dark and unpredictable side of me that I feel swelling up inside of me, growing angrier, darker, and more uncontrollable by the moment. While I have always been close by to keep an eye on all of you, I fear that I can no longer be the case. I fear what may happen if I lose control again. Uncle has told me of a tribe up in the mountains where I can learn to bridle this boiling rage inside of me. Bar has returned to me, and I must take Uncle's advice and take him to the tribe in hopes of learning to control myself. I know not what the gods have in store, but I know that this is not the last I will see of you. We will meet again, be it in this life or the next. Look after the others, keep everyone safe. Despite everything, please know I have always loved you as my sister and my kin. With deepest love and kinship, Thornton. And she just kind of folds the letter and puts it in a pocket. I need another drink.
you can have the bottle. I think I need to go meditate or something.
I'm gonna brew something. I don't know what I'm doing.
Is it still pouring
You're gonna go
outside?
burn something?
I'm gonna brew something.
Oh, it must be the whiskey. I thought you said burn something and thought, no, we probably don't want to draw attention to ourselves.
Give me a hit of that before you finish it. She just takes it. She takes her book with her. She's still like kind of reading it. It's comforting.
Luke, if you don't mind, I think I need to be under the stars to do this meditation. Suddenly the room felt very small. And I know it's still raining. Can you do the umbrella thing?
Yeah, Yeah, I can. I'll join you. If it's still pouring, yeah, I'll do umbrella for her while she's.
Yeah, it's a heavy. It's not a heavy downpour. It's just a heavy sprinkle. You hear some dogs barking in the distance. Sabrina, what are you doing specifically?
She was kind of half-heartedly throwing things into the cauldron and just messing with it, but she's more reading the book because it's just more comforting for her to read. Just
Okay.
lost to something else, and she's reading a lot about lycanthropy and filth, the filth disease.
Kithwin, what are you doing?
I'm trying to just breathe, and then she finds just a nice spot. Sorry to bring you along. I both needed air but also didn't want to be by myself.
Yeah, I get it. Yes. From what it sounds like, it's been a wild ride for all of you guys.
Yeah. How's it been for you?
Well, I think I'm back to my usual height. I mean, you're still down there. It's not much I can do about this perspective. I'm blue now. And I killed someone for the first time yesterday. So there's that. Killed a lot of people.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't quite enjoy doing that either.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's a whole goblins are usually like this, but I just
They're people.
they walk talk. Yeah. I mean, they still meant ill will towards us and everything, but it's just I don't know. I may have overdone it, and I've never done that before. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Uh, no, I'm pretty shaken up over that. Uh,
Well, I mean, have you ever tried meditating? You can try meditating with me. Maybe that'll help. It helps me kind of like center and refocus on what's important and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. I'll. I would have to stop this, I guess. I don't know if I can do that.
It's okay. It's barely raining. It's fine. Here, this is a nice, decent spot to sit down. It doesn't matter how you sit. It's just so long as you're comfortable. Okay? And you just
Long cross legs.
Okay, so breathe in and out. Feel the ground under your feet. Feel the air on your skin. Hear the raindrops all around. Just focus on that. Empty everything else from inside you. Just be. Okay? Relax your toes, and then your ankles, and then your shins and knees, legs, back. Everything is fine. If you listen, you can hear insect wings and droplets all around. I'm sure if you try hard enough, you can hear people giggling in the taverns. And where's your mind at, Malukes?
Luke does not respond.
Kith opens up an eye.
As this guided meditation goes on, there is a change. as you walk him through the process, the grass starts to waver a bit, pulses outwards with his or your breath. The ground starts to bubble from underneath, lifts up into globules. The rain falls down and begins to orbit around these bubbles like electrons on an atom. In the distance, you hear the sounds of crickets start to echo. The clouds begin to clear a bit. Beyond that, the stars race and dance and fall and join little lightning bugs, much like when they start to maneuver around. The wind carries laughter along with it, literally chuckling as it goes by. Pulse, pulse, pulse. In this small instance that seems to last for a while. There's an inhale. That pulse retracts back in, and everything is as it was before. Something glows somewhere underneath his clothes on his chest.
Wow. I think meditation agrees with you. You've got a light under your shirt, though.
What?
There's, I think a lightning bug got under your shirt.
Oh, sorry. It wasn't. Oh no, that's I look around. There's no lightning bugs. um. You know what? I guess I'll show you. I reach, pull my shirt forward, and pull out what looks to be a leather corded thing, and there is this glass, what looks to be heavily stoppered, pointed ended vial that holds within it something that fluctuates as it meets your eye. It starts out like a liquid moving mercurial form. It turns into solid matter. It disperses, becomes a little dust storm inside, goes back into that liquid state. And it's just this.
Well, that's awesome. When did you get that? I don't think I've seen that before.
Oh, I've had this for a while. I kind of scratched at the back of my head. Uh, this is me.
What?
Well, I don't know how I got this, but this is my blood, and I just remember I had this one day, and I wasn't sure about it, and I talked about it to my moms, and well, they got concerned, like they do, and when I try to do things with it, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
So you use that to like focus your power through?
Yeah. So, yeah, in a way, I'm kind of drawing on this. Um,
Am I allowed? Can I see it? I just want to see it up close.
well, my mom's told me to keep this secret.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I don't have to.
But I mean, like, if you want to, I doubt it'll do anything.
I'll tell you what, keep it around your neck. I just want to get a closer look at it. And she'll just kind of scoop a hand underneath and just kind of hold on to it.
It doesn't really react all that much, except for like a change in the cadence. Looks like it dances a bit.
Wow. If this is what your blood is like, no wonder you can do such amazing things.
Well, the weird thing is, like, I think had a few times recently. It doesn't do it. It doesn't usually do this, but for some reason, I know this is me.
Man, there's some weird shit going on with all of us right now. I'm kind of scared.
I mean, from what it sounds like, you guys are having a bunch of things orchestrated by older generations. So
I'm not super comfortable with that idea. I kind of want to be a master of my own destiny. And also the mention of, like, if you don't do it, your offspring will, to just kind of shut down any idea I had of having kids. Why would I ever doom somebody else to do something like that?
yeah, this is. I'm sorry. A lot of this is sounding really coincidental. Now there might be some truth to these things, but I mean, why go through all this effort? I mean, I appreciate you guys, but
All I know is I am not ready to go home yet.
yeah, me either. I have an idea, but I mean, I'd like to discuss it with the other guys first. So,
Oh, yeah, sure. We can go back. I think watching you do that cool shit actually was more centering than the meditation I was trying to attempt anyway. We should
oh,
do that more often, actually. It seemed to be good for you.
I just sat there and did what you told me to do. What are you talking about?
You know what? Don't worry about it. Just know it was cool.
Okay,
And nothing exploded and you didn't turn into a potted plant.
okay. Anxiety. Meditation overwritten.
So we'll head back up to see the others.
Umbrellas.
Sabrina and Endymion, what's going on with you two while you read your book, Sabrina?
Sabrina would have gotten to the part of the filth fever because she's read something similar before and would call Endymion over, not wanting to bother Shinoa, knowing Shinoa's kind of going through it right now and needs a minute. So
Shinoa, when you get a chance, throw me a Constitution saving throw. By the way,
My God, here I die.
So, and Endymion, could you just for a second come here? I want to show you something.
Before I
just-
do it, I kind of unsheath the sword a little bit
okay,
because it gives me something.
okay.
Shinoa, just remember not to go near any ledges, please. Endymion, seriously, I want to show you something.
She'll be fine. It's not like she can hit anything on a good day, anyways.
19.
So, what were you gonna show me, Sabrina? I'm just reading up on the spells and stuff that you were showing me.
That was
apologize for
Shimonoa
totally playing
dying
Roblox.
in like explosions.
As Endymion comes over, she kind of opens her book. So I was reading a little bit about, the thing we were talking about. And this is the section I got to about filth fever. If you look at some of the notes on the margins, they're kind of alluding to how if it goes untreated, it can be deadly. It also alludes to you get it from other animals, like bites and such. But I don't know why this is so connected to lycanthropy. I can't find the connection. Just that it's usually mentioned in the same, at like around the same times or in the same types of tones.
I mean, honestly, I don't put much mind to what caused it. I just want to know how to get rid of it. Like I've been too many years, like since I can remember, it's been an issue that I just want to cure my mother. And then I'm gonna take it. Oh, Yeah, sorry with all the hectic days we've had. I couldn't really get you anything well, but I think it's time I brought this back since y'all abused it last time. I'm gonna flick a gold coin towards her, and if you pay attention to it on the face side, it's crossed out. It's I don't know if you guys remember, but it's basically if you redeem it, you get a favor from me, no questions asked. Oh, and then I'm sorry, this sounds rude, but I don't honestly give a shit about your heritage. I'm not gonna follow my parents' belief, but I will always support you, and you always have. You'll have my bow in case I always support your suggestions of whatever you want to do.
Okay, I really don't know what I want to do, but I'll keep this coin. And if two gentlemen from Neverwinter come asking about a spyglass, I don't know where they got that information from.
Asking about a what? What are you talking about? How
Oh,
much have you had to drink?
smidge.
The whole bottle.
We should probably have some water with that.
Someone
I
say
think I'm-
water.
I think I'm gonna go step outside to get some fresh air. So I
Feeling
leave
risky.
Stay away from the ledges.
You know, I see some light show off in the distance.
So now they can have a private conversation if they want to have one.
We just meet you in the doorway. I point at a good spot where you can throw up.
I pat your back.
Sabrina would have kept as Endymion's like goes to talk to Shanoa, she would have just kind of kept reading more of it, trying to make sense of what she's reading. Like, where is the connection? Where, like, is there a cure? Can she figure it out? She's starting to have these ideas of maybe if I, give this some attention, some energy, maybe I can figure something out. In her delusional brain, thinking she's super smart.
See, give me a give me a history check, Sabrina.
I roll it. I'm just gonna roll it here then. My dice are not nice to me. That's the exact same number I got on my real die. I was meant to only get a 4. What the fuck?
I honor the result.
That is insane.
It might be that the alcohol is kicking in a little bit on all of you now. You're just kind of feeling the day, the night, crafting away, trying to pay attention to the passages in the book, although they are trying to be captured in memory, but they are fleeting at best. But the one thing that's going to stand out in your mind, and probably lurk there for a while, is the fact that in one of the pages that you've already read, and you've already mentioned this, that Phil's fever, it's most commonly associated with rats, vermin of that type. But that's about it.
Got it. Vermin. Well, that's not promising. I think I had a little too much already.
Let's see. This thing times out on me. I didn't know that. There we go. So, after a little bit, Shanoa feeling a little under the weather. No, not moon rats.
We're gonna figure this out some way when I'm sober.
Man, I've told each and every one of you exactly what it is.
It's a werewolf.
in
I'm
some way.
fucking with you.
It's a werewolf.
Yeah. That's what Endymion said in the wagon.
That's my
Endymion
bad. That's
did say
my
it was a
home.
werewolf.
I want
It is
that
the
to be real.
thing that makes sense, and Endymion is like, no, it can't be. It can't be a werewolf.
Honestly, werewolf
He's in
royal cards
denial.
was pretty awesome. Pat self on back for that idea.
Well, we'll see. I don't know why this has become your door, but it is. It is now officially your door.
I was literally joking about how the fairy tales she reads and everything. I'm like, it's Phil's fever, like you told.
We're gonna have to watch your mom transform before we're like, oh, werewolf.
Endymion, have you ever seen your mother transform into another form of lycanthropy?
I have not.
You have not.
But have
You
you ever
can,
kept her on watch at a full moon?
and as I was just going to mention, you can recollect several times where every full moon that could possibly be out was out, and you were sitting comfortably next to her side, tending to her like you usually do. Yes.
My mom was making potions for her though, right? To like ease her pain and such.
Yep.
She does enjoy walkies a lot.
We sold her lots of razors at the blacksmith shop too.
Yes.
She's such a nice lady. We should not dog on her like this.
Silvered ones.
Dog.
Why do we keep getting these shipments of shaving cream?
But seriously, I guess we're making our way back now.
Yeah, you guys
Unless
can
I-
all be
yeah.
back
I wanna do
upstairs if you'd like to be.
I've sent you all the picture of the necklace if anyone wants to see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Shinoa expelled some of the whiskey. That's
all
There's
better
I
now.
don't know if that's good or bad
Before I
manners.
go back, there's something I need to do.
Okay.
Okay.
I wish to walk to the Lion Shield Cloister.
Mhm.
Knock on the door.
Should we let her go off on her own like that?
I'll tail behind just to make sure.
I'll join you, but we'll let her have her space.
The doors open slightly. Can I help you?
I need to use the special room that I was in earlier with Desmond and Eva.
The conference room?
Yes.
Go ahead and make your way into the conference room. It's here's a small candle. It's lit. You may want to light the lanterns in there, but it's rather dark.
Okay. When I go in, do I get the wobbly feeling?
Nope.
I kind of shut the door. There's nobody in there, correct?
Just you. Just you and your train of thought.
But no wobbly. Okay. I unsheathe the sword and put it on the table.
Okay.
I just, it's like, okay. There's nobody around, and I don't know how to do this or if I'm even doing this correctly. I don't know if I address you as sword. I don't know. This is my first time, so go easy on me. I was told I had to make an oath to you, and I don't really know how or what I'm supposed to say. But here goes nothing. The revelations that I was told today are weighing quite heavily on me. I don't know if I accept them, but I'm pondering them. if it is true, I will do everything in my power to uphold whatever responsibility or blessings or power I'm given. And I will use you to carry out that. I swear my oath to you to defend my name and my friends with whatever vengeance that needs to be used to fulfill this oath. In my name, Shinoa White Wolf, and to my mother, Abigail Fan. And I just pick up the sword and put it back in the sheath and walk back to the inn.
Okay. You see Malukes and Kithwin standing by the door, probably giving a playful smile as they try to overhear Sabrina and Endymion. What are they talking about? But you all get back up to the loft, if that's what you'd like to be. It's probably 9 o'clock at night. Slight rain. People making their way in and out of the tavern. Few common folk walking around. Maybe an individual or two that you've seen before. Yes.
Am I allowed to get more alcohol from like downstairs?
More what? I'm sorry.
I have another bottle if you want.
Okay.
I do have 2 bottles. I wouldn't
so-
take from the stores. I already got these 2 for free. I wouldn't push Tim's luck.
I was gonna pay for it. I was gonna pay for it.
Yeah,
But
you can pay for it.
Sabrina would have kind of kept drinking, and she's kind of now a little getting in that loopy, tipsy, as she's starting to hang off Endymion a little. Inhibitions have been lowered, and
Right, everyone
tongue
just
has
makes
been
sure
loosened.
at my age, right?
As we come up and we see that, I just nudge Kithwin, Crimson Butterflies.
Oh boy. They can't even put a sock on the door because it's just a loft. Do you guys want to go for a walk?
Hair. You have such pretty hair. It's not fair. She's literally like playing with like the ends of his hair as he looks probably uncomfortable. It's not fair, but I really like touching it. Where's the bottle?
Talking about his hair, right?
She really likes his hair. She really likes his hair.
I mean, if we're gonna be letting out all the secrets, I guess I will just undo my thing and just have it all fall out. It's just
Which is the same reaction.
Oh, I thought you had a wig on and
no, it's just really long.
Bald.
Just put it up in a ponytail. I guess I have to start taking pride in my elven heritage now, I guess, or something.
Yeah, you might be royalty too.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
King of the Bullets.
As he like lets it out, she kind of like starts to like play with it, but she's in front of him, half cradling his face, like that. You should, if you wear it down, kind of like that, and then just straight look, like at this point, straight dreamy eyed looking at him
Yes,
for
your
a
heritage.
hot second.
Heritage. I don't know what the plural is.
I know you were gonna say something to all of us, but I think the 2 other elves are long gone.
Hey, Endymion.
Yeah.
Have you ever mentioned what type of elf you are to the party? I'll be right back.
The DM is drunk in the room with us.
Well, I mean, I thought that much would be obvious. I mean, I am a high elf. Can't you guys tell? But I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of probably haven't said.
I don't
'cause,
judge.
I mean, we don't. Nobody really bothers to ask, and I think that's one of my problems been here with you guys. I just assume like, oh, maybe they'll ask, but I guess they're you guys are very respectful of our boundaries, I guess.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, I missed. What kind of elf did you say it was?
I'm a high elf.
Oh, cool.
Different kinds of elves.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's health elves like our friend Chanela and Sabrina,
Bastard ones.
the mix.
Okay.
I mean, technically, there's different
Really?
types of halflings too.
And technically speaking, if anyone's a bastard here, it's me.
No, you're wonderful.
I'm
No.
adopted.
No, you're unknowingly the creation of Tiamat.
No spoilers.
I'm just yes, you're the creation of Tiamat. I'm
Yeah,
upset.
Fuck.
Great.
No,
So now we have Baal and Tiamat
No!
in our group.
Allow
Are
me
you
to call
guys-
to another god. Balls.
Well, that's kind of gross seeing how Tiamat mated with her sons. That's
Okay. They don't have to go that far.
Sabrina.
As all that's happening, she's still kind of like dreamy-eyed looking, and she leans in, and I said that if I rolled less than a 10, she will get to like make the mistake, but if she rolled higher than a 10, then she doesn't get to make the mistake. I rolled a 19, so she passes out on him.
Oh, well, there she goes.
Boom, boom, pow.
I don't know.
You,
what
you,
was
you
it?
got it, Indy. She's about to fall off the loft.
Yeah, I'll just put her in the bed that's closest to us here. Well, I guess I'll just have to put in. I don't even know.
We
anymore.
might want to put a pan next to her in case in the middle of the night.
Put a bucket here.
How about
I got a bucket.
How about a cauldron?
Hopefully that's
Oh,
not the
shit,
one
this
we
Don't
eat
mess
out
up
of.
my cauldron.
I don't know if
Using
I
it
can
for things.
prestidigitation out some puke stains.
She mumbles as he's laying her down, like, I said his hair, but I meant him.
Oh, sweet girl. Catherine kind of helps and just make sure that you're not going to choke on your own vomit, and just like pats you on the back. I've definitely put a bunch of drunks to bed before.
Make
It'll
a
be
con-
okay. I've been slipping water in your drinks this whole night,
make
as
a
I usually
Constitution saving throw.
do. It.
Yeah, 14.
That's not the worst.
Yeah. You're gonna have a hangover. But you're good. You're good. No
I can handle
accidental
hangovers.
no accidental discharge in the middle of the night. Are we all gonna Yes, sir.
Guys, seeing as we're all having a fun time up here and everything, don't worry, I'm still DD.
Designated Dragonborn.
Yeah. Wow, that's a good one. I didn't think of that. Y'all, and like, there's a great deal of like, kind of like pain to Malux's face as he's just thinking of saying something. Do you
Spit it
guys
out.
have any plans for the near future? Like, what are you guys planning on doing tomorrow?
Probably killing some red brands. So I mean, what?
Where did that come from?
Well, yeah, we haven't gotten around to it, but
There's like a surprise look from Endymion, or not Endymion, but Malux at Endymion about that, but he kind of like looks towards the others. I mean,
Well, like I
haven't
know the
really
red
got-
brands are bad and all, but to declare war on them?
hey,
no, but I mean they've been involved along the place, especially when the info we got at the cave with some of those goblins hiring, and then what your uncle kind of overheard. So, and then, do you want to do this, Malux, or the halfling kid told us, or?
Oh yeah,
Well,
there was a secret entrance to his place, and plus they've been taking people hostage.
They what?
What?
They killed some guy, and then his wife and 2 children have gone missing.
Oh my god! Why didn't you tell us earlier? No, that's bad. We
had a lot of. We had to go get
that.
We had to go get.
We had a very similar situation.
So we were
the Goblin Bandits.
Yeah, so we couldn't exactly be like, hey, there's some choices. It's not on my lips because I kept it myself, but we had to make a quick call and then clear the thing out with the uncle that we needed to save first, and then deciding on what to do after, seeing how they're heavily involved in this, and then this whole Echo Cave shit that you guys were going on about.
Yeah, but we don't have the map for it, so that's kind of a dead end.
Yeah, no.
And it would have been really cool to go out and find that.
I know, it seemed very important.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm sure Gunter will figure something out. Listen, so we did a lot yesterday, and I don't know, it feels weird to just pack everything up and just leave when we might be able to make a world of difference for the people here.
I mean, yeah, we have all this crazy shit happening to us. We're getting all these powers. It'd be kind of a shame to just go back to Floodblessed and never leave. We might as well use them to help people, right? That can be the silver lining.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, Endymion, I was like this close to just fire breathing those guys when they accosted us. So I may have still a little bit of a chip on my shoulder because of that.
No, I mean, that's understandable, but we had other stuff to worry about. Like, we had to keep low and fix our thing first. But since now we're done with that shit, I mean, there's not much stopping us, really.
Is that what you were going to bring up, luckily? Or Maluk's? Fuck.
How much have you been drinking? You're making up names now.
I actually have only had kiwi water. Are kiwis alcoholic? I didn't know that.
It should still be water. What, are you pretending there's alcohol in this?
Maybe I'm allergic to kiwi.
It's a Zima.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Laughs and old.
Or Four Loco. Anyways,
But I mean, because I know that after the info we got from the little halfling kid, we did ask some of the people here, and then I mean, it's pretty much all the same around town, from my guesstimation, where they've been extorted, violence and everything. And hell, you can probably ask Tim, and he'll probably even confirm it if there's doubt on that front. I mean, at the
I think it's definitely a cause that we should look into.
I'm down. We can start doing a little bit of investigating around town maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, because I know, from we know so far, the secret entrance is behind the Transcender Manor, right? I know Melux was confused for the castle a little bit, but now it's the manor. To kind of
promise the cottage.
It's the cottage. Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe if we do this great deed for the town, they'll trust us with other good jobs or something.
Or just get some more experience. And at the very least, we'll take care of some bad guys.
I'm down.
So you guys going
look into that tomorrow.
Okay.
Also, I could probably take this by that gnomish lady about this, but I got this, and I pull out of the bag of holding the red brand outfit that I scarpered from the dead man.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, these guys.
All right. Well, they know what you look like, and they know what Endymion looks like. Yeah, I'm too short to be a stormtrooper. I think that leaves either you, Shanoa, or Sabrina to do a disguise and infiltrate.
Well, there,
I mean, unless
nothing could
Endymion, you
possibly
think you can get away with it.
go wrong with this. Well,
Maybe
I'll
if
be
we
the
really
guinea
wanna
pig.
poke in.
I mean, I'm still learning, but there might be something I can do. Because, I mean, technically, we don't just have the one cloak, and then I'll bonus action my cloak. It's a cloak of many fashions. And make it look
That's one of my favorites.
and make it look like the red brand one.
Okay.
So now we have two.
Right, so cool. We don't send someone in on a suicide mission.
So that's another way to get it. You know, we got two. Because we've seen 4 of them. That asshole and then his 3 friends. So
Well,
who
we
knows
can
how many
still
more
use-
there are.
We can still use the secret entrance and just have you guys kind of take the front so that if they see us coming, they see you first, and then the rest of us can like hide or something.
Yeah, then I'll probably stay up all night since I don't need sleep that much, going over my spells, and hopefully I'm able to master it.
Okay.
Let's see how it plays out. Disguise self.
Sabrina mumbles in her sleep. I love you guys.
We love you too, Brina. Sleeps.
I grab a small sack and pour some water into it, freeze it, make it a cold compress for her.
So as you guys drift to sleep, Endymion working on his magic stuff, Sabrina passed out mumbling.
And dreaming.
It will fade to black.
Nice. Saucy dreams, apparently.
It wasn't like it was cute.
Okay.
Sure.
As you guys all get your rest that you need, you wake up in the morning. Shanoa, I need you to click on the attunement for the weapon that I gave you.
Okay. Attune.
Sabrina, one more con save.
Oh.
Be able to do it with advantage because we've been helping her through the night.
Okay, so
I'm right there next to her, ready with a bucket.
13.
It's kind of bad this morning. You're still holding it together, but you probably need to get some food in you, something. But you are
Bread,
not doing
eggs.
well. Yeah, you are not doing well this morning.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
Definitely
no
let's
one
not
takes
put the costume on
me.
her.
You put the red brand costume on her? No.
No, we should. I said we shouldn't.
She might fit in even better.
I could totally do it. What are we doing? What's happening?
Oh, we
happening?
may or may not have agreed
it-
last night to take on the red brands.
The who?
The weird, shady, red cloaked guys. Apparently, they've
It's
been
fine.
terrorizing the town.
It's fine. They hang out at a tavern. Most of them have to be perpetually drunk.
But not before breakfast. We're gonna get some eggs in you first.
No, they're drunk before breakfast all the time.
And do we need any other supplies you guys want to pick up? Because I know we've got to split up our rewards in case you guys are low. Because I'm pretty low on funds.
Oh,
But
oh, right. I almost forgot. Listen, I was trying to do something with this, but I feel bad I never really got a chance to do this because everyone's always got something anyway. So here, and I give 2 gold to everyone. 2 gold. God, that's been weighing on my mind.
so now you're the thief. I was there. But how much we're supposed to get?
We got 10 gold, dude. What do you want from me? I'm splitting it up between us. I'm being honest in this. I'll roll persuasion with advantage, you sucker.
Well, maybe the town will give us a couple of pieces of gold once we get the red brands out of here. Or at least some free shit.
And
Yeah,
it's
they-
probably taken the Lions Coster a bit of time to actually get their stuff back anyway. So,
Are we
still
eating
waiting on
already?
that. So,
Yeah, I would have said we would have gone down to the tavern for some.
Yeah, you
Yes.
guys, you made it to the tavern. You seem to be having an enjoyable meal. Without any further discussion at the meal table, going once, going twice. Yes.
Is it as she's eating starts to feel better, she would kind of get up and be like, I'm gonna go do my own thing to make this better. And I'll be close. And she'll kind of go off to just like any like little open fieldish area.
So you're leaving the tavern.
Just kind of like outside the tavern, not like a crazy. I just need fresh air.
Not a problem. So you leave the tavern. As you guys are sitting there looking at Sabrina's half-eaten dry toast, you pick through eggs, most of which push to the side, the runny parts. You start to hear a commotion outside. It starts to gather, a little rumbling of individuals yelling back and forth. Sabrina, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
surprise, I guess.
16.
And then make a strength check for me.
$18.
You guys start to hear yelling from outside. And some of the patrons that were inside start to like get up and kind of like look through the windows or maybe even make their way out. What you guys doing?
I will
get up,
immediately
go look.
Yeah, we'll
Sabrina's
swim
been
in
out
there.
there, so I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'll immediately
out.
get up and knowing that Sabrina is out there, out the door.
With my bow in hand, just in case. We were.
As you make your way outside, what you see is 5 red brand surrounding Sabrina. Another red brand, a little bit larger, yelling at her. I know one of your people did this. I know they did. We found him in the bushes, completely unclothed.
I have nothing to do with you and your weird friends going out and getting naked in the woods. Get away from me.
Then explain
Has
the
her- she's-
then explain
has
the
her
two
wand out.
explain the 2 individuals at the edge of town with the wolf tracks, the bear tracks, human tracks leading out into the forest. Explain their deaths then.
Explain what? I have no idea what you're talking about. Like
do you-
none. I have a horrible headache and I am 3 seconds from getting angry about it.
Young lady, obviously
sir.
you don't know who we are. We run this fucking town.
I don't care who you are. Get away from me, you old geezer.
And they have all 5 of them. The 5 have their weapons drawn on her.
I look to the
I have my
others,
wand.
and then I go and kick down the door to and cast Chromatic Orb.
I'm gonna bamf out my new arms.
And you see these for the first time, you guys, maybe not Sabrina, but you see what
It's
makes it different?
too basically seeing her friend in trouble and seeing these assholes like accosting a woman in the middle of the street for no good goddamn reason pisses her off. And the first thing you see, just mom instincts go in, and you see these 2 fists just pop out of her back. They're sort of ethereal, sort of blue, sort of sparkly, almost like you are seeing bits of the astral sea just go forth and then shape into these fists. And Kith follows after Maluk's, and then once the chromatic orb is cast, she's running past to jump into whatever's happening here, because fuck these guys.
Shanoa, what are you doing?
Sword drawn out, like I'm not running in front of the orbs shooting, but stand out. And you said there's like one that's bigger than the other one.
Yeah, towards the back, the farthest away from you. About
I
Probably about
Yeah.
45 or 50 feet away.
Okay, cool. They're in range.
That's why I said I didn't attack, because I was like, they're further out than I can get to them yet, but I'm on my way.
Unfortunately, Maluk's shot you guys a look, was like, okay, I'm stepping in, and is ready to take the brunt of the violence to
Okay.
get heat off of Serena.
I'll have sword drawn and shield out, and it's
Okay,
like,
so
you have a
when
problem with her, you have a problem with me.
when you draw your sword for the first time this morning, you feel an overwhelming sense of duty. You feel an overwhelming sense of courage that you probably have never felt, and this sense of bravery and good. Endymion, what are you doing?
I'm gonna do what I do, and my heritage grants me. I have my short bow out. I will shoot the big guy for being such a dick.
Hold that thought, because we're going to come back next week. Roll initiative.
I'm Wild Westing my way out of this. Spellslinger time, baby.
So I just
27.
started shooting.
These digital dice, man. These fucking digital dice. I'm using them to be fair, but my God. I think D&D Beyond has heard how much
Hey,
shit
Matt,
I've talked about him.
But we're gonna leave it as that. We're gonna start next week off with no RP and straight combat. But is there anything you guys like to say, like to end with?
That was fun. Thank you, DM.
It was very fun. It was all good, and
Lots of
I'm
fun.
ready to kick some ass next time.
Somebody,
I want to hurt people.
somebody needs to Google. Somebody needs to Google. Oh, Jesus, why do I always lose my words? Filth fever.
Spell that?
Filth, FILTH.
Yeah, I had to put it in the chat. I was like, it's just fever.
FE.
Right under moon rats.
Why is the first result Pathfinder?
I don't know. It's it is well, I mean, it could be used by anything, but it's in Forgotten Realms stuff for sure. But you guys can figure that out later. We're going to end the stream. We do have some games coming up in the next week. I'm going to attempt to consolidate some of the stuff that we have, as far as making sure that it's easy for our viewing audience to get times, dates, all that kind of stuff for the different games that are going on, not only my games, but our games, your games. So I can try to make it into one easy location that we can send individuals to. I know that I've been asked quite a few times, and there was a kerfuffle at the beginning. I believe I did not have the YouTube portion of the video live. If that indeed the first part is missing, I will get the Twitch version and just simply put it into I'll make a little folder for our viewing audience, and then we'll just take care of it. But for now, I know some of us, don't we meet on Monday?
Mm-hmm.
You guys also have the Friday one, right?
Friday? Yeah. Nobody here's for Friday though, just me.
Just you.
That's
I'm having a thing on Tuesday if anyone wants to join
4
that.
4 p.m. I may be able to do Tuesday. I'm not sure. To be 100% honest with everybody, I'm trying to slow down the number of sessions that I do, whether play or DM. I need a little break. So, but
There.
I want to make sure it's easily accessible for everybody to find on the internet.
Okay, yeah, Chief posted the info. Playing this Friday at 6 p.m. Central for Golden Coast. Pirate
Ooh.
name.
Yes,
Pretty fun.
4 p.m. for
Lots
me.
of
Yeah, I always
fun
get that wrong.
battles.
Yeah, I always get that wrong. Yeah, my character on Friday has been seduced by Harpy, and I am walking off of a boat into the water. Good thing I have a swim speed and I can breathe water.
Fun. Good.
But
It's time to
After
do the breaststroke.
Ash.
after talking to Malukes, I will be on the surface swimming in utmost glory and satisfaction in wanting to make it all the way to shore to meet the individual that has caused me to fail a roll. I will not be underwater, not hearing them.
Yeah, then on Mondays it's at 8 p.m. Central. It's Shattered Awakening, which is it just started. You guys just started it, right? You guys have like one.
Yeah, we had
Maybe
to,
second session.
yeah, I think we had to skip this past week. Something like that. Yeah, that one is the what you call it, the at Final Fantasy kind of 7, kind of D&D, kind of Neo this kind of thing. It's just interesting. And I do not play Rocket the Raccoon, but I do play a raccoon that is very similar to Rocket, but is a female, not a male.
And we turn into mice and we get thrown.
Yes. And then I turn into a snail
And throw up a lot.
and throw up a lot.
And then we almost pulled a Home Alone.
We
with
missed a
chest
lot
being dropped.
Monday, huh?
They
Yes
poisoned
and no.
me.
You missed a lot, but you didn't miss a lot, if that makes sense.
I was suffering from the poison condition, so whatever.
Yes, you had like, and then like 4 levels of exhaustion on top of that.
You got Skills Fever.
Man,
And you
it
have
continues right
fever.
now. There's a
Hill
lot of
fever.
stuff.
That can be cured by something, Maluk.
Okay.
All right.
Hopefully
gonna
it's
end it.
sleep.
Yes. We're gonna end it now. Let me see if I can do this. Give me 1 second. Go over here, click on that. Then I go over here
Bye.
and oh, it's this one.